You just probably can't understand where the fuck I mean on like the type of vibe. But I guess it ain't meant and they ain't knowing. So I'm proud of it. I'm warming up some more. Oh, they hiding from the camera. Y'all hiding. Stop hiding. Stop hiding from the camera, bruh. Don't be scared. I forgot to get the strawberry jelly on my shit. I forgot to grab that. That shit don't do. Hey, Blossom, what's up with you this morning? What your energy's like this morning? Let's see if these people prayed up. Is you in your bag this morning? Is you in your energy? Do you feel good about yourself this morning? Are you loving yourself more today? Grand rising, rich rising, all that good shit. I'm loving myself today. I thought I'd be on some. Let me see how your energy hit if you already wake up in a grateful state. If you wake up in an energetic, I'm at peace today type of vibe. Like, how does your day transpire? Do you hold your energy? Do you control your frequency? Do you manage your emotions? You know what I mean? Or are you easily triggered? Tricked out your bag, tricked out your happiness? Because let me tell you, a lot of people getting tricked out their happiness, and that's sad. Feel me? A lot of people getting tricked out the glory, tricked out their glow, getting taken to lower states of self because they was on that road of recovery, they was on that road of getting this together. I'm noticing that. Do you feel it? So let me ask you this. And actually, let me say congratulations to you for taking that step, for loving yourself, right? Do you feel that the change in energy? Do you feel like once you detach your energy, you feel it, feel differently? So you understand that? Like a lot of people don't get it. You know what I'm saying? How you can feel like more free, more like I can move now. Like that's what I was trying to get people to see. Some people in their life is not really who they think they is. You got these energy vampires. I'm telling you, it's a different vibe. Because now here's the thing. You can focus I don't know if it's kids in this situation, but I'm saying you can focus solely on you and yours. You know what I mean? Besides the employer, because I was telling other people, right? Energy draining. Oh man, I knew a Capricorn like that. The swore she was the most spiritual thing up and down this planet, but was far from it. You got a lot of people that, you know, can talk that talk, but they ain't doing that work, so they're remaining in their bullshit. And actually, you know, I'm proud of you, because had you stayed in that situation, that's saying you don't want to be in your bag. That's taking you away from your goals and where you're trying to be. Because, you know, when people are that toxic and they take you to lower states of self, they don't add value to what you're doing or where you're going. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, if I don't see Queen's Blossom vision, if I don't share your vision don't have to be my vision, but if I don't see it with you and support it, then that's the opposite of what you need around you. That's the opposite of who you need in your energy field. Because you're on a different vibe. You're leveling up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pass FM station, you get them in all day. AM is where you're trying to reach, right? AM radio, talk. You go to AM, you can barely, like, it's coming in, you get you trying to make this shit to where it's like, hold on, I'm trying to understand this shit, right? And that's an analogy I like to use when one is raising their vibration, they're leveling up. It's like you're reaching AM states of frequency. Harder to reach, more hard to attain frequencies. We attain these frequencies by doing our diligence, by staying on ourselves, by preserving our energy, by trying to move about this bitch stress-free. You know what? Also, I want to say, me time is needed, because I had to learn that. I live by myself, right? It took me a year to manifest a place. At one point, I was homeless in Las Vegas, displaced. You know, life showed up. I was still working, going in the gym and shower and shit like that. Yeah, I'm transparent as fuck. But what I noticed is, see, outside it's dark and gloomy a little bit. But what I noticed is, a lot of times we run from our own refuge. You work hard to pay your rent, and some of us run from our safety net and our refuge, right? Some people want to be seen, or just the thought of, I'm out, and you ain't got shit to do. When those times come arise, you got to ask yourself, what am I running from? What do Spirit want me to sit back and chill in the house about and marinate on and put together? And sometimes that be the play. You know what I'm saying? Your Spirit be wanting you just to unwind, bitch, unwind for the day. Order in. You ain't going nowhere. Okay, you might get a little Netflix in here and there, but really, like, hone in on what you got going on. Are you closer to your short-term goal? We already a money in. I told somebody this on the phone. I said, we're already a money in. If you allow your spirit to show up, you can be 100 with yourself. To say yay or nay. Did I start on my resolutions, or did I start lagging in the middle of this month? And what do I need to kick myself in gear? Because sometimes you're your own motivation, and you have to realize that. You can be your own motivation. I was doing 10-hour, this on my mama, I was doing last summer. I was doing 10-hour work days and still going to the gym after. Straight up, I'm talking about gym bag. I'm talking about, you know how you would leave work and you drain, like a bitch tired, a bitch can barely shower, I'm so tired. I'm looking an hour into, like, you know how you got an hour left of your shift, and I'm looking forward to go working out, like, oh, I can't wait. And then go give the gym 2 hours. So you can really say that's a 12-hour, you know what I'm saying? And then coming back and still having the energy to prep a good meal to eat after that. Right. But I'm saying the truth, because that lets you know it's a lie we tell ourselves when you say you don't got the energy to go do this and that after work. You just gave these bitches 8 or 10 hours or more of your day or your time. And that was on their schedule. You wasn't on your time when you, because think about it, we're not on our time when we go, we on their time. But a bitch gotta pay rent, right? You don't work, you don't eat, we know the vibe. But it's like, you can't keep doing that, getting up here complaining, and then just doing that, and you're not putting in enough other work on the side to break away from being reliant on the matrix. Hello? Am I saying, if I'm hitting it, am I hitting the nail on the coffin? You can't keep just going to work 12 hours, let's say something the average 8 to 10 hours, And then you come home and complaining to everybody about your situation. What are you doing outside of your job to lay the foreplans to break out the matrix? That's the thing. What are you doing outside of work? You bitches come home and you got energy for love and hip hop. You got everything. Like, they already getting the bag. They probably getting 25 grand an episode or something like that. But what are you doing? And that's the thing. We can mine for this energy. Energy don't die. It transmutes. So somewhere laying in you dormant is the energy for a bitch to go get a bag. Somewhere laying in you dormant is the boss bitch energy. Somewhere laying in you dormant is the I don't give a fuck about you, I'ma have it my way today. But how do we do that? It starts with patience. It starts with planning, preparing. It starts with self-motivation, right? And then you have to have that positivity. So here's the thing. Why do I say positivity? Because you can get these thoughts. I don't even call them downloads, because sometimes if you don't protect your mind, your body, right? Your mind, somebody could be projecting negative thoughts to where now you're disliking your image. You don't like how you're moving. Now you're disliking, and you're not standing on your principles, right? But when you do positive self-talk, that's reinforcement. That's like, look at positive self-talk as insulation, my nigga. That's insulation for your mental state. So whenever you feeling low or down or a bitch about to give up, you positively say, nah, bitch, we got things to do today. I got a bag to get. These are the things that they see. This is the thing Instagram ain't gonna tell you. The internet don't tell you the backstory on some of these millionaires and some of these entrepreneurs. They're not telling you some of these entrepreneurs, it took them 5 years before they got it off the ground. They're not telling you that they had to stand 10 toes in this shit. You know how many people it took them five or more years to manifest a bag of generational wealth, to where now they're not solely relying on that system, but now they got money to keep making money, and they can do other little investments, and now they got money to explore their passions. Because some shit you passionate about might cost a bag. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you passionate, this type of energy and attitude is, that's what I'm saying. They need their mama. And then you got to ask yourself, where am I trying to go with my girls? Or, you know what I'm saying? It's see, when I was young, right, my mom took us on a cruise. This is a true story. It fucked me up in a good way, because it let me know, damn, I got a bomb-ass mama. And my mama just raised me and my sister, right? We're 5 years apart. My mama did it solo, the majority of this shit. But my mama I was the example of, you know how you thought you was poor, but when you look at people around you, you actually was middle class type of shit? Because that was my family. That was my upbringing, you know. Born in the 80s, child of the 90s. So I came up, had every, you know, when I reflect, I'm like, damn, my mama made sure I had every game system. It was present under that tree. No matter what it looked like on the outside, you know what I'm saying? On the inside, because it's like, you knew your situation, but you're like, damn, mama made it happen every time. It was some under that tree. We all have our moments. We can remember where it was a time or two where, damn, nigga, it was kind of bleak in that refrigerator. But then was rare because your mama kept things in the refrigerator. She kept shit in the cabinet. Your mama kept the lights on. We all can be transparent and say it was that rare time where it might have been slightly ugly, but mama still made it happen. Think about it. See, you probably was middle class amongst all the other shit when the whole time you thinking you poor. But when you reflect to give your mama her flowers, your upbringing, like, damn, mama made it happen. Right? So I say that to say, you know, my mama always kept a semi-good job. You know, she was always a secretary. Like, my mom worked as a secretary or, you know, one of them jobs. My mama never really had, for lack of a better word term to describe it, but like, you know how some melanated sisters just get that like that hood lady job. It's just like, but my mama always reached for like, no, I need something that's gonna pay a bitch, right? But when I look, she always tried to bring that middle class type of, baby, you apart from these other kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, I took a cruise, and I always asked today, like, damn, mama, how did my mama was able to afford taking me and my sister on a cruise, which back in the early 2000s was hella expensive. I don't know how they is now, you know what I'm saying? But me being able to experience, and I get it, and I was on probation. So my mom was trying to say, hey, Don't set yourself up. You can experience it. Look how I made this happen, and I'm doing it as a solo mama. You can experience life. I got to experience that. I think outside of that, if my mama never did that, I don't know if I've ever would have experienced Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? And seen all the islands. I've seen Cabo, St. Martin, St. Thomas. You know what I'm saying? And I say that when we start striving for this shit, there's a life outside of just your every mundane things. But when you lack the energy for yourself and you lack the vision, how can you experience it? So that's true when they say you create your reality. It's like up here, you create your reality. So if you a $10 bitch, it's safe to say you're always going to be a $10 bitch until you come up out of saying, you know what, I am no longer, hey baby, it's my wife. Until you say, I am no longer a $10 bitch, right? Think about it. I'm finna lace y'all up. I'm gonna give y'all the hack to this shit. Think about it. If you see me every day, trip out. I'm gonna make a true analogy. Esoteric, right? So you see me every day. Hey baby, every day. And at a certain light, let's say, because I live right here, so let's say you're on Harmon and Paradise. I'm just throwing out random streets. And you know every morning I'm gonna see this nigga Gutter, or you can call me Brother J Spirit, right? And you know every morning at 8 o'clock you see me and you always ask me for $10. And I'm gonna give it to you. You know it's ritualistic. Really know that if I be here at 8 on the dot every morning, this nigga gonna give me $10. Right? And let's say one day a nigga pass you by and say, hey look, I got this hour walk, my nigga, but it's a guaranteed 10,000 each. It's locked in the bag and the nigga show you the proof. He's like, look, here's the proof. It's $10 a bag. I got it right here. You take this hour walk with me. Let's say the walk is an hour, but he's telling you it's 10,000. And you tell him, nah, man, Jay gonna be here at 8 o'clock. That's $10. You get the analogy? You ain't, as long as that's all you want. See what I'm saying? That means you just cool with 10. You didn't want to put the work and the effort to go get the 10,000. Nigga, you could have had 10K. It's going to just take you an hour walk. But you took the easy route. You set up for $10. Because you knew every day at 8 o'clock at a certain time, you can get $10 out of Jay. So you're a $10 nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to see. We only stop ourselves. We only short-stop ourselves. We only short-stop ourselves. That's short-stopping yourself. That's short-stopping yourself. Think about it. You short-stopping yourself. You a $10 nigga. If a nigga tell me, Rich Rising with you, Rich Rising, there go the artist right there. Yeah, she got a lot of shit going on. Make sure y'all follow her and follow her brand. And go fuck with her TikTok. Look, if it's only gonna take you an hour to get $10,000 and someone says it's locked in, why just stand there and wait on $10 when you can get 10K for an hour of your time? Look at the message. You want to be a $10 nigga, or you want to be a nigga manifesting this shit? You want to be entrepreneurship? That goes to show you, do you want it or not? It's easy to wait for $10. That's the easy route. Basically, the moral of the story is niggas stop taking the easy route. Trust the process. You never know what's behind the door. Yeah, you could walk for an hour and that nigga could have been lying. But what if the nigga wasn't lying? What if the nigga wasn't lying? What if I came back and was like, I shitted on you. You would be mad as a motherfucker. Like, damn, I should have walked with that nigga Gunner. I know I'll be mad. I don't want your ego right now. Tell your ego to get in the backseat of the car. Keep it 100. Wouldn't you be mad? Because I would. I'm being real. If that was me and I was a nigga that was like, nah, nigga, I'm going to settle for my $10. I don't feel like taking no hour walk, but nigga, I'm tired. That's the same as you just did a 10-hour work day, nigga. And I said, hey, nigga, take a walk with me for this hour. I got an hour walk, nigga, to get the bag. But it's 10,000 each. Is you going to be too tired to go get 10K? You just gave that nigga 10 hours of your day at your job and you would never get 10,000. It'll take, how many checks is it going to take you to reach 10,000 off of doing 10 hours a day, nigga, at your job versus just take this walk with me, my nigga, you about to get 10,000. That's the same energy though, you get it? Apply, think about it. Think about it. See, we're so regular. We're so, nigga, you think, oh, it's my safety net, my job. Okay. Outside of that, what are you doing though? That's the whole motivate what I'm trying to get niggas to see. I'll be right. If anybody that really know me, they'll tell you, that nigga Jay be honest though. I ride my own self, meaning I ride my head. If I'm fucking up, if I'm lacking on something, I tell myself, hey, my nigga, you didn't do woo-doo today. What's going on and how can we? I already was telling, I was on the phone last night. Hey, man, the month damn near over. You got to be asking yourself, what did you do? What did you not get done? When summer get here, put it like this. If you ain't on your shit now, when summer get here, nigga, we all already halfway in. What was you on, though? Did you just go to work and that was it? Maybe, I'm going to go hit my bitches up today. Okay. How many times after work did you go hit your bitches up? Outside of going out with your besties and shit. Outside of I made dinner for my family. What did you actually do to get out of that system or to potentially break out of just the everyday system? We all don't just want to get up and clock in for the next nigga bag, but what are you doing to break out of that? See, motherfuckers don't want to get to the nitty gritty. It's cool to scroll the timeline, but when are you going to stop running from the bitch in the mirror? That's why you hoes is single and bitter and mad. You ain't matching your own frequency. Who wants to be with you? You ain't even matching your own frequency. You're not even telling yourself, bitch, it's time to level up. Bitches want niggas and bitches on a certain standard, but you ain't even on a standard. Bitch, you set the standard. First set the standard. Attract the vibe. Set the standard. Show that it's high class over here, baby. The rent too high over here, baby. You can't just fuck with me today. You can't just fuck on me and leave today, baby. Nuh-uh. Property value too high. See what I'm saying? So when you know your property value too high, what you gonna do? You're not gonna stop just entertaining anything? Oh, y'all ain't ready for the talk. Never mind. Build yourself up. That's the thing. I don't look for validation for nobody, but I know that I speak facts. I don't need a motherfucker to confirm my read because I know what it is. See, you know how I started learning, y'all? I started noticing every time I need somebody to confirm my read, that's doubting my psychic abilities. But when I don't look for the confirmation and just know, nigga, I stand on what I said, it hits differently. That's for any nigga, any bitch that ever tried to run one on me or just play me like I was the stupid nigga. I stopped doing that and then I got stronger. So it's the same should apply to you. When you start going inward and stop running from the bitch in the mirror, I'm telling you, you can get clarity on some shit, real talk. The thing is, how many of us really want to sit down with our spirit and really keep it 100 with ourselves? Because a lot of us don't want to get into that energy. So that's the question. How many of us, what's up with you? I see you, family. How many of us really want to do that though? Because a lot of us don't tap in. And so it amazes me how I go in these comments, my nigga, and I be like, damn, all these hating ass niggas and bitches hating on somebody that went and made it happen, that applied the pressure. That's crazy. And it be melanated people too. It don't be the blue people. It be melanated people. It be y'all niggas. I be like, look at these people in the comments. Top of the morning. Think about it. How could you be mad at a bitch that Shanae down, big Chanel bag, she popping it, the bitch got Jimmy Choo on, right? And what else? Because you know what I get for my bitch. I'm like an Emilio Pucci type nigga. I'm going to drape my bitch in the finest. I'm going to put Emilio Pucci on my bitch and all that. Now, yeah, you know the blue people. You got to talk in code. They'll start flagging your page and shit. See, I talk in code esoterically. My message, that's why I like my message going to come across to the people that do it. But you can't. You see those people popping it? They applied the pressure. It was a bitch probably was working at Macy's. Then after work, she going applying that pressure. Are you applying pressure after work or before work, my nigga? Think about it. Or do you just go to work and then come home? See, you have to really start analyzing your own program. You can't, hold on, this got too hot in this bitch. Let me turn the heater off this motherfucker and take this jacket off. The message is coming across. Some of you bitches done got too complacent. That's the thing. I'm one of them niggas that will sit here to tell you hoes the real. I'm not going to put no cut. If I was coming to you and say, hey, I need some coke, I'm going out tonight. I want to buy an 8 ball of coke and party with the bitches. Nigga, I don't want it stepped on. Give me that shit that's gonna have me bouncing off the wall with the bitches. So it's the same with the message. I'm not gonna step on the message. Why I'm gonna water down the message for you? No, I'm gonna be unfiltered on you hoes. So that maybe a bitch that's in this motherfucking live that's all the way 100 and not in no toxic femininity will allow this divine masculine message to come across to the divine feminine. You see, some of the divine feminine, I see y'all going on all these other platforms and pages and y'all be, oh sis, spiritual shit. But y'all not getting enough balance. You gotta pull up on a real nigga too. Okay, sis is a real bitch, right? But you need the balance. You can't just get your information one-sided. Because a lot of time the message is coming from the divine feminine side. Now when you get the divine masculine side, right, that balances out that divine feminine, you can go somewhere with the message. Now you can couple that with the message you got from the divine feminine and make the shit make sense. Instead of being one-sided with the information. Now how's a bitch supposed to move? Hold on, fix my motherfucking camera. Hold on, camera. Because you gotta ask yourself, how's the bitch? This is like this, right? If you do not trust a nigga to lead and move you, then of course, you wouldn't be calling a nigga daddy. He wouldn't be, that's my king, and none of that, because you can't trust that nigga to move you. Meaning to lead. The ability for a nigga to lead the situation. Meaning, I can be the queen boss bitch and fall back. I know daddy got it. I know my king got the situation. I know that if a big gorilla pulled up, he not gonna run and cower away. Okay, you see that energy? Because real bitches gonna feel it in their pussy, right? When they're around that type of, when they're around that type of divine masculine, it's a different bitch. See, y'all know how I am in my life. I'm unfiltered because I come across to the real bitch. Not these hoes that want to lie and play like, I'm going to say it like a real nigga, right? So basically, what we say in today's time is what, big dick energy? It's the same shit. Real nigga, big dick energy, king energy, right? Same shit, the shit that had you tingling down there. That's the same type of energy though that you got to apply on your situation. The same type of energy, basically. See, you got to get what I'm going with it. Yeah. And that's what makes boss couples. That's what makes power couples. But you got to make power moves for yourself first. Sometimes you got to sacrifice that night up with the bitches. Hey, nah, bitch, not tonight, bitch. I got a play going on. The bitch think you talking about Hulu. No, bitch, you putting your shit together. You probably about to really pull up to the kitchen. Because some people, their office is their kitchen. Everybody don't got big space, right? So some people got kids and shit. You can't work in your room. It's too cramped. But whatever, and you probably done went to Walgreens or motherfucking 99 cent only. You bought your little book, your journal. You got your bag of pens because you finna manifest your shit. You finna make it materialize off that paper. The same way a motherfucking architect makes his design from here to the sketch to now this motherfucker done really came alive. It's the same shit. How you think architects do it, right? Don't think about it. If I'm an architect, right, and I was designing this apartment right here, before this apartment existed, where did it exist? It existed in infinite space. Right here, this is your canvas. So if I'm an architect, I start with the thought, the idea, I want it to look like blah, 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 and I'm painting here. From here, I start to get the visuals, and then I'm starting to sketch the visuals out. From sketching it out, the visuals manifest, they ended up materializing over time. So it's repetition. You stay on your own ass over time. You plant that motherfucking seed like I'm doing now. I'm planting a seed on you. But you gotta pull, see, this is the difference. You can't just plant the seed and get on. You gotta pull back up to that garden, my nigga. You gotta water the grass. You gotta be able to tell these hoes, I'm not going out tonight. I got shit to do. You gotta be able to say, I'm tired, but I'm not tired. I gotta stay up an hour and study. Woo-woo-woo. Hey, they dropping gems, but they say it's $50 to join the seminar. Are you willing to pay $50 to get some unlimited bars that's gonna potentially change your motherfucking life? And you can get some life hacks on how to maneuver and navigate? Think about it. You'll spend 50 easily going out with your bitches, right? The bar, calling the pill man. For some of us, calling the dope man, the powder man. But when you spend $50 to potentially change your life, see, y'all don't get it though. I'm gonna be 100. There was plenty of times I go to the bar, I linked up. Hey man, where the plug at? We turning up tonight. We drinking. It's whole, you know, I like, come on now. I like to be around the divine feminine. That shit feel bomb. You surrounded by bitches and you getting loaded and you surrounded by nothing but bad bitches. That's a bomb feeling. I'm keeping it all the way. I'm a divine masculine. Nigga, I love bitches. Right? But how many times those nights of like that where you could have sacrificed that for the bigger bag? Meaning I'm going to sacrifice a night of that party for like nigga getting this real bag, and then nigga the party can be whenever I want it to be, nigga, because I'm all the way up. But see, they don't get that. If you was turning down partying with bitches and going out for a whole year straight because you seen you had a play, and then in a year, nigga, think about it. If you put energy into something for a whole year, I'm talking about you stay dedicated 10 toes down, bet you reap the reward, my nigga. Bet your garden start blossoming. I guarantee you. Because that's channeled intentional energy. Versus a bitch that's energy is all up in here. Yeah, if your energy everywhere. If a motherfucker hits you and gets you to do this and this and this, your energy is everywhere when you don't have enough energy to be like, nope, no, this is what's going on. Not with that, no, Because that's how you get stronger. That's how you saying, you know what, I'm finna have something. Because you not having it your way. What makes you a boss bitch? What sets you apart from the nuts bitch? Every bitch right now that's not lazy is getting up and going to work. What makes you different? Think about it. What makes you different from the bitch that's getting up and going to work? What are you doing outside of that? I'm going to get on your helmet because I want to see what's making these hoes so special. But you want the vibe. I want to attract this type of... What are you doing outside of that? It's another nigga like me getting up. What makes me so special outside of the next niggas that's doing the same shit, getting up and clocking in? Because that's all we're doing. Then you coming back home. But you're doing that every day. Okay, every now and again you gonna meet up with your bitches or your homies. Okay, that's played out. Outside of that. See, I'm trying to get y'all to see that you're really not experiencing life. You're really just doing the same shit that you're gonna keep doing for years and years and years. Until you, I'm cutting that out. Let me rewire my thinking. Oh shit, I was moving wrong. You scared to go touch these wires. You own the wires. If you really tap in, you can rewire your thinking to move differently. Right now, you done set patterns in your head. You done set these certain patterns that you gonna stay on until you say, I'm tired of this shit. Yeah, maybe you tried a week. The second week, you went right back to your bullshit. Because you don't have self-control. You a bitch that ain't managing her emotions. You ain't dealing with it the right way. You ain't turning to the right energies when shit pull up at your doorstep. You going hella low vibrational. Life showed up at your door and you wouldn't call to connect. You did the opposite, bitch. Life showed up, you wouldn't call to connect. That let me know where you at. Life showed up, you closed the bar down. That let me know where you at. Life showed up, you called the bitch that don't really mean you no good. That let me know where you at. Life showed up, you didn't reach to nobody high vibrational. That let me know where you at. Life showed up, all you did was blame people. That let me know where you at. Oh, some people gonna run from this lie. I'm gonna hit some nails on some coffins. I'm gonna have some people scared today. Because when I start talking real, I look at the numbers. The chat go down. I say, oh, you hoes mad now. Uh-oh, I done called a bitch out. When really, I'm not name dropping. I'm channeling the energy and putting out the message. If the shoe fitting is your size, put it on comfortably and say, yep, but we finna get some new ones today. That's how you change your situation. Live in your truth, but say, no, but we gonna get some new shoes today. Yep, I'm gonna wear them shoes today. That's me. Damn, you got me, daddy. I'm over here. You hit a bitch right on the head. Damn, you gave me the read. See? That's how you hoes can start to get the shit. But you gotta put down that toxic femininity. Because you trying to couple that with trying to be a toxic masculine. Like, no. Be a queen. Sit your ass down. Let a real nigga tell you when you on some bullshit. You ain't been around enough real niggas. You ain't been around enough real bitches. Your bitches is really yes bitches. They gonna tell you everything you wanna hear. Why? Them bitches is afraid of you moving up on them. Why would she not say, bitch, call her connect today? Let's get wasted. Because she don't want to see you in your powerful bag. Because it's going to make her look at herself like, damn, I ain't doing nothing with my life. And now that bitch is going to be forced to look in the mirror. It's the company you keep, am I right or no? I mean, if all your friends smoke dope, is it safe to say? I'll rest. See, motherfuckers don't want to, come on now, right? If all my friends is dykes, it's safe to, I'll rest. Like, come on. Let's keep it real. If all my niggas hit licks, it's, I'll rest. How long can I hang around niggas that go rob and hit licks before I'm going to be a part of one of them robbers? Right? How long can I entertain a friend that still smoke dope and do weird shit before, oh, fuck it, let me take a hit too. I'll wait. How long can I watch my friend go on a coke binge before I say, you know what? I don't got no balance, man. Let me go ahead and binge on coke for 2 weeks too with you. I'll wait. See what I'm saying? How long when I'm around millionaires before I get a millionaire attitude, before I get that millionaire energy, and then I'm in my bag like the millionaire friends? I'll wait, right? Because I'm hanging around millionaires. So the millionaire shit is rubbing off on me. If you hang around everybody that just party and do weird shit, it's gonna rub off on you. I'll wait. See, y'all don't be wanting lives like this. Y'all want the lives where I'm soft and a nigga ain't hitting it on the coffin. No, you need this real energy, real big dick energy, real king energy, unfiltered energy. I'm not putting no cut on it. Just like I told you earlier, if I was scoring a bag of coke and I'm about to go out and close the bar, nigga, don't step on my coke. Don't give me nothing watered down. It's the same way how I'm applying this pressure on the message. I'm not going to water it down for nobody. You need to get the real. No veil. Ain't no motherfucking filter on the nigga. The real. Because no one is giving it to you like that. See, a lot of you hoes want to be nurtured. Fuck all that nurturing right now. You need some raw and uncut. It's like foot on your neck type energy without the foot on your neck physically. If you get what I'm saying. That's why a lot of hoes run off real niggas. Right? Some of you bitches had a nigga that was probably your balance, or some of you niggas done had a nigga that was matched your frequency, but you ran them off on your weird shit. Instead of applying pressure so y'all can create balance, you probably had some power couple shit going on. Because the Bible do say he gonna find you somebody that's equally yoked, my nigga, somebody that's straight from your rib. See, that's the difference. When you find a motherfucker that match what you on, and y'all growing together and doing the work together, being transparent together, right? That's like, simply like the Bible say, a rib, from the rib, matching your rib. Here's a rib, and put a rib over here. And then you can co-jail, right? But some of y'all can't, since y'all done already fucked up timelines ago, it was missed opportunities. Now it's like, okay, I gotta get in my bag first. Because some of y'all had it before you was in your bag. Some of y'all had that already, but you fucked it over. Now we in a higher timeline. Those same things don't apply in this timeline, correct? In this timeline, you can't just be a trap and think, oh, No, in this timeline, you gotta apply the pressure to attract the frequency. You attract the vibe that you pour. So basically, whatever you pour into yourself, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that's what you're gonna attract out here, my nigga. If you ain't doing nothing but pouring damaging thoughts into your brain, pulling up on bitches that's not high vibrational, that's not supportive, that's yes bitches, that's all you're gonna attract. Hold on. Nevada State suck a nigga dick. Hold on. Okay. Look at the vampire. Look, they doing scam likelies and shit, trying to call in to throw the message off. But I'm gonna stay tapped into this message this morning. So you better tap in. You have to have the energy to love yourself enough. Hold on, lead, don't follow. That's facts, good points. You become what you hang around. But see, that's how I used to get the read on a lot of these niggas and these bitches. Because they'll do one thing, but it's like, bitch, I already got the read because look at this. Like, and people don't think it's easy to see a bitch in a nigga. Because it's easy when you see. Hold on. Same here. Love you. You feel me? I'm on my shit this morning. Because you know what? Spirit was like, hey, now I see why I've been up lately these lot of mornings. Now I see. It's like we're in a critical time, so I have to start coming back live. Now, a lot of y'all are going to be at work, are busy, and you won't catch these live. But let me tell you this. You better start tuning in because I'm finna start applying a lot of pressure. It's going to get to the point where you're going to have to double back on my old lives to write down some motherfucking, to write down some notes. I got people today. I got sis today that be hitting me up that's going back on lives from months ago, a year ago. And it's like, it's making sense right now. I appreciate you. Because we has to do the work. What I'm trying to infuse in you people right now, my spiritual folks, is that enough is enough. Stop complaining about the system when you're not doing nothing to get yourself up out of it. And anybody here can tell you, no one ever said it was going to be like this and you was going to get it and your bag was going to materialize like that. Of course not. What we saying is apply that pressure and stay the course. What we saying is get up with a motherfucking purpose. Your purpose, look, I'm going to tell you this, we wasn't bred to be nobody's slave, my nigga. I don't know where y'all come from. We wasn't bred to build their corporation up and they get a bag and they giving you pennies on the dollar. And you just chasing your tail to keep your rent and lights on. You your rent paying your lights. No. I too share your sentiment. But I'm saying how we come up out of that is we apply this motherfucking pressure. Sis, I don't care, sis, if you gotta be in the gym at 4 a.m. If you gotta clock in at 6 and you know a bitch gonna be tired after work, go to the gym before work then. You ain't gonna be tired, that's gonna energize you. If a bitch wake up 2 hours early just to go bust it down in the gym to build her Benz up, what is you, a Benz, a Lamborghini? What is your vessel? I'm player, my shit a foreign. But if you a foreign, you constantly need work, right? Your shit might malfunction. Some of you hoes need an oil change months ago. Some of you hoes ain't had an oil change months ago. When the last time you hoes checked on your cooter? I'll rest. It's cool, it's okay. Some bitches got mileage and the trading value is devastating on that mileage. What are you doing to rectify that? Some of you hoes ain't got papers. See, some of you hoes don't come with the history, the report, the car report. A lot of you bitches don't, like these niggas too, ain't no car report, like where the roads a bitch done travel. The roads a bitch done travel. I'm saying that in light. I know you bitches been through some shit. But park that vehicle right now, my nigga. Sometimes you gotta park that bitch to figure out where the fuck you going. You hoes trying to stay on the road. Carfax for sure. Cause you know why? These hoes be trying to stay on the road. These hoes, hey, right? Am I right? You know that, hey, bitch, knowing she should have pulled over 10 miles ago. Bitch, 10 miles ago you should have pulled this bitch over. Now you stuck in some shit now you stuck in some shit that you can't get out of. You got your shit too far, you know what I mean? That's like the little ninja that's trying to learn to swim, trying to act hard, and you going to the deep end off cuff. Now your ass in 12 feet doing this. You trying to come up in air because you wanted to show off because ego. See, ego took that nigga out to 12 feet. Spirit said, nigga, you ain't ready to be, stay right here, nigga, in this 3 feet, nigga, get your mind right. But no, you won't be fancy. Now you drowning. Same shit with you hoes. Now you drowning in your bullshit. It's not that nobody don't like you or love you or fuck with you. It's that you're not applying no pressure. See, the real message is going to go over people's head because they don't want to see it. Because a lot of you hoes don't want to apply that pressure. All I'm saying is, you want to see phenomenal growth and change in your life, right? You say you're about that. You say you love yourself. Just apply the pressure. Water your grass in your garden every day. Pull back up. That means pull back up on your goals. Pull back up on that self-love for you. Pull back up on managing your emotions. Pull back up on tapping in with spirit. Pull back up with sitting still. Pull back up to meditating. Pull back up to living with a motherfucking purpose. See, that type of energy gonna always hit different. I'm trying to tell you, you wasn't born just a slave. You was not born just to get up enslaved. I'm trying to tell you. It fucks me up because here's the thing. There's a lot of people I respect on different platforms, right? That got the bag out the mud. You need it. Thank you, baby. That got the bag out the mud, right? But if you go on these certain comments, it's like they coming for you for putting the work in. But all that is just psychological. People are mad at themselves for not putting enough work in themselves. So you have to be the love for you. You got to have enough love for your own self to pour it into you. See, what happens is a lot of you bitches feel depleted of love and emotion because you entertained the wrong ninja. The niggas that didn't value you. But at the same time, at that time in your life, you didn't value your motherfucking self. You didn't know that you was precious. You was a precious motherfucking diamond and gemstone until you tapped all the way motherfucking in. I'm here to tell you you're a beautiful soul. I'm here to tell you, bitch, you worth more than what money is. You see what I'm saying? The frequency hitting different because you ain't hitting the frequency, baby. See, that frequency is different because you ain't, once you hit this frequency, baby, I'm telling you like this, huh? You're going to attract what the fuck you pour into you. You're going to attract what's for you. You're going to get the work when you get the work in. That's the thing. Motherfuckers ain't putting that hard work in but want to see instantaneous results. Get the fuck up out of here. It don't work like that, baby, no. This shit is spiritual in nature. Why you think outside of the physical, there's spiritual things we can do to speed up the process of this shit manifesting and materializing? When the last time you hoes paid your spiritual tithes? That mean bought spiritual money. That mean fuck with your altar. I mean, not that word, but you know, meditated. You feel me? Prayed over your altar. If you got one. When the last time you bought some spiritual money? When the last time you laid down offerings for your ancestors to help speed up this process? When the last time you just sat and cried with your ancestors on some spiritual? Like, I'm not talking to nobody today. I just need to be alone with me and process what the fuck's going on and how I'm moving. When the last time you did that? But you want this shit to do this. See, everybody didn't do this. The thing is, a lot of you hoes don't know people's backstory. You see the backstory, you'll start putting respect on a bitch. Like, oh shit, I respect that. That bitch stayed down 10 years before the bitch got on. See, some people got stories like that. But see, the internet will make you think a bitch just got a bag like that. That's what you hoes don't get. It's hoes out here that stand 10 toes down in this shit. If you pull up on the Afro goddess and what she got going on, you would say that she stayed 10 toes down. She going doing hair and then coming back and still pouring love and doing other shit. Be tired too. Because I taps in with my bitch. I'm like, you tired? Yeah, I'm tired, man. I'm doing, and then I taps in and it's always, the spirit always high. Vibration. See, that's the thing. I don't know, because everybody don't tap in with a nigga, but there's people that need my message, they tap in. But I think I made just a little reel. I'm trying to, get in the real game. Trying to get my, get into my, I'm a content creator. What I'm going to say, and when I see, so getting my real game, right? And what I see is what? When you start, you start seeing it's the energy. It's the energy. Because when you stay in your happy, and I did that, I made it real like that. I said, stay in your happy. I said, this is me staying in my happy. And I'm at work clowning. This time, think about it. It's the same look. Because vice versa, it's the same person, but they can be doing something and they're not in their happy. So instead, you can be at work with this energy. Man, I don't want to be here. Bitch, don't even. Make use. Keep your energy on a high vibration. But see, that one thing y'all, thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. One thing y'all don't know is, right, it's not a war. This shit is spiritual in nature, meaning it's energy vampires is real. All that spiritual shit, or when you come to different forms of like, I don't like to say the VD word, but this shit is real. Because you put spells on your spells because you putting spells on yourself every day. So what you think about if somebody that really do this work and if they wanted to do some nefarious shit to you with that intention? Yes, it's real. It's as real as you don't believe. It's as real as you do not see yourself coming out your situation. That's how real this spiritual shit is. So I say that to say it requires constant work. This ain't no one day I'm spiritual, the next day I'm not. No. This is some like, nigga, this shit is a spiritual warfare in nature. Every day when you go to sleep, nigga, you battling in the spiritual world. Why you think some of y'all wake up with scratch? Who wake up with a scratch or somewhere out of nowhere? You like, damn, I don't know when I had this scratch or this cut. Because I know I do. You've been battling on the other side. Nigga, when you go rest your head, you didn't know that? Why you think sometimes you dozed off and you wake up and it's probably only 20 or 30 minutes transpired, but don't it feel like you were asleep for like 6 hours, but you only dozed off for 20 minutes? Time is a man-made, a man-made concept, man-made constructed. See, on that other world, when you're on that other side, there's no time. Ain't no time. Time don't exist on the other side. So when you get into your dream state, it'll feel like 100 years passed, and it was only 10 minutes. Right? Think about the movie Interstellar. Just like on Interstellar. Remember the nigga went way out there? Remember when he landed on that one planet? And for every hour it was 10 years on Earth? That fucked me up. When on Interstellar, if you ain't seen it, it's with Matthew McConaughey. I suggest you go see it. It's a lot of hidden messages. It's a lot of gems in that movie, in that one movie. But that's an assignment. Go see it and look at it with your spiritual eyes. Don't just look to be entertained. But he lands on one planet, right? And for every hour that transpires, every hour that goes by on that planet is 10 years on Earth. That fucked me up. I'm like, God, I was scratching my head because I seen it when I was in prison on my phone. And I was like, God damn, I'm like, it fucked me up. But then when you couple that with down here on the real shit, it's like when you allow yourself to be real, there's times where that happens to you, where you're like, damn. When you wake up, when you don't feel like you got all your rest, but you're like, damn, I was out for a minute. It happened to me last night, so I'm telling you the real shit. Went to sleep. Well, I got off at 11 o'clock, right? Anyway, when I get home, I always do my homework. I study my YouTube shit because I'm trying to break in that algorithm. Long story short, I smoke me a joint, doze off. I wake up because my phone died. I'm like, how did my phone die? I was watching some on YouTube. But when I looked at the clock, it was only like 12:30, 12:40. But it felt like I was asleep for at least 4 to 5 hours. See what I'm trying to say? Make it make sense. Right. You battle when you going to sleep. You battle when you in that dream state. It's a spiritual warfare. Yeah. So when you awaken, when you arise, battle out here in the physical. Battle to have it your way. That's the whole message of this. Because I was tired of scrolling shit, tired of seeing people be complacent. It's like, damn, you hoes want it easy. When this rare that it's easy. Internet got you hoes thinking it's easy. It's not this. That's the shit you gotta understand. Just like if you popped up on my feed and you on, I don't know your backstory. You probably didn't grow up with no motherfucking gold spoon. You probably didn't grow up with your parents having a bag. You feel what I'm trying to say? But as soon as the bitch pop his phone on, and if that's all we see, it damages people. Because now they think that this shit ain't attainable. Because you got people projecting that it's like this. Stop falling for the fuckery. Stop falling for them projections. Build a wall up here. See, you got to get so deep with yourself that you're able to go inside your mental. Stay here. This is your avatar. You're able to get up there and really envision you putting your force field up. When you feel a motherfucker trying to penetrate your shit, you have to tell spirit, oh, I see you, but you ain't getting up in here. And you got to build a force field. So when you protect your psyche, can't nobody break into your psyche. If your shit is ring doorbell up here spiritually, let's make it make sense, right? Let's make it make sense with the time. Let's say you got the ring doorbell up here. That means anytime you feel any weird energy, sometimes motherfuckers be trying to break into your psyche. Mind shit is real. Yeah. Reading your thoughts and shit, oh, that shit real. Don't say you spiritual if you don't believe that. Yeah. Psychic attacks and shit is real. So it starts with you. It starts with learning your abilities spiritually and then enhancing the motherfuckers by watering and standing on your motherfucking principle. This happened last night. I was only asleep 15 minutes and it fell. See? Confirmation. Thank you. I always get confirmation with my messages. It's like somebody come confirm it and it's like, okay, bam. It's like, I've been stamped a long time ago in this spiritual shit. People done pulled up. And so all my soul family that fuck with me know I'm legit. Like, no, Jay stamped. We already know. The real is, you know what I'm saying? You know how some people, they ain't get that stamp. And you might pull up on that shit, but you're like, nah, you could be an op, my nigga. Like, you probably an op. Because some of these hoes is ops. But they're using spiritual as covers. They ops. Because a real person is going to be transparent on their journey. Real, whether it's going to damage you or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's going to build you up or it's going to happen. Like, damn, that happened to you. You know, transparency is one of the key. I learned that. And you, in the beginning of this new year, you got to be transparent with you, though. Not with me, because I don't want to hear it. To reach me, first be with you first. And then pull up on Jay like, hey, you know, I got this going on, Jay. But first, be transparent with yourself. Meaning, if you didn't do what you were supposed to do, be 100 with you. Say, bitch, you didn't do this week. What you were supposed to do, you didn't do it. Don't run from when spirit pull up on you. That's what I'm trying to get you hoes to see. You hoes be chasing outside because you don't want to sit still and hear them thoughts. Your spirit gonna be on your helmet if you've been fucking up. You know what I'm trying to say? I used to be that way. I used to run from when spirit be like, nigga, you fucked up last night, my nigga. You shouldn't have did X, X, and X. Wow. And you know what? When I used to do that, I ain't gonna lie, I would run for like 2 weeks from having to pull up on something. I noticed that pattern with me. So you gotta notice your patterns. You gotta notice the bullshit you do when shit arrives. That's how you learn the lesson and grow and heal and move on to higher levels of this shit. You can't try to say you're trying to elevate, but then, bitch, you ain't been transparent a day in your motherfucking life. Some of you hoes are still watering down certain shit. Like, dawg, don't tell it is what it is. You know what I mean? You have to learn to be in your authentic. And I think that's one of the ways that your authentic self can remain present in your day-to-day. You have to live and you have to be in that moment. You got to stay in the moment. It's like to stand your ground law, like for real, like, hold on, let me put this, I gotta warm this up. It's like the real stand your ground, like, hold on, let me see how much battery I got. I don't want it to do weird, it's okay. You gotta stand your ground. I have to go warm my coffee up. I might roll another joint, because I don't know. This message is here, so. On the minute, I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all wanna continue the message or if y'all boo. But I know y'all probably need the message as much as I need the message. You know what I'm saying? Because I learn and grow with y'all. But I only say what's needed. And I channel the information, but I break it down esoterically. So know that. It's not just me. I'll be having help ancestrally. You know what I'm saying? And what a spiritual person of mine, because, you know, one of my coworkers is Wiccan. She a witch. She was like, hey, you want me to do your reading with the runes and shit, right? Yeah, I'll fuck with my witches. I'll fuck with my witches, with my voodoo priestess. Like, all that is spirituality. A witch is just a lover of nature and a study of nature. And you know what I mean? Like, when you break all this shit down. And a cultist is just somebody who's studying the unknown. So, like, when you take back the power, see, the thing is, too, they put a lot of spells on these word plays. So, it's a negative connotation, which makes it low vibrational, right? It's bullshit. But you have to claim the power back. So if you Wiccan, claim that power, man. Be a proud witch. If you're a warlock, be a proud warlock, proud sorcerer, proud alchemist. You know what I'm saying? For real. Be a proud voodoo priest. Because some of them voodoo priests, they tapped all the way in. Most be Ifa. And then they be having help with numerous deities. I ain't finna list all the deities. But respect to every and single one African and indigenous deity out there in the spiritual realm, period, because there's over 300 or more. In the Vedas, which is the Indian deities, they got a grip too. Come on now, I been knew that. You tapped in, you see the vibe. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was tapped in the form of Christianity, but my grandma was, you know, and we ain't even talking about her drug past, but my grandma was spiritual. You know, some people in your family, you think they get high, they start tweaking on shit. But some, it's just because they tapped in. It's like, some people are not really made to do extra hard drugs because if they're already a spiritual vessel, all that's just going to make you more, it's going to make your vessel more vulnerable You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you more open. So sometimes, oh, that nigga tweaking on shit, and no, them niggas tapped in, they just took a hit, and they too tapped in. So you couple with being a motherfucker too tapped in, then you took a hit or two, you feel me? And you be like, oh man, my grandma tripping, or, you know what I'm saying, my auntie high right now, she tripping. No, sometimes when you stand back, the people that be high, if you step back and really hear, they be tapped in. But we don't be thinking like that. I love to dope ass photos to share with you. Oh yeah, for sure, you got to. You know what? Here's the thing, a lot of us don't know all of our history. So here's the thing, you can get these downloads to learn. Some of y'all that's tapped in, like, when you're inclined on this shit and you like this type of shit and these messages, somewhere down the line, you have a family member that's tapped in. It's in your bloodline somewhere down the line. Because you don't just be happening, you don't just tap in and like gemstones and, you know, I know it's a fad now, like people want to get their little chakras aligned and all that shit, but I'm talking about when you really, like, outside of it being a fad, like you really trying to heal yourself and learn about this shit. Somewhere down the line, your family is involved in this shit somewhere down the line. Some of y'all, your grandpa probably was generations ago a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, a healer and all that. I'm talking about, we all come from voodoo witch doctors and shamans, my nigga. You gotta think about it. We're indigenous to this side of the planet. A lot of y'all are indigenous to North America, meaning you have more ancestral roots here in North America than any place on the motherfucking continent and around the world. Safe to say, we wanted, you know, a lot of us don't know what tribe of Indian we is, but we all Indians, especially the ones that you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? If a West African come off the boat, we're gonna know the difference. Even though somewhere down the line, of course, right, we get it. But we're all from different tribes. The North American black indigenous is gonna have a certain look to them. You have to take back this power, and that's the thing. She's saying some real shit, because when you start, some of us don't know our family tree, but when you tap into the energy, you can have that internal with your family tree. Meaning you can do the work and start learning who your family is, and then some of these downloads might lead you to certain sites on the internet to where you putting the piece together. But you're exploring all that shit. Here's how you travel, right here. But you gotta have an open heart. So you want to travel here to galaxies, but your heart have to be open and pure, because you coming with that intention. You get me? Your intention is pure when you're putting the work in on yourself, because you're tired of your situation, right? Ain't that a different energy in a form of love? When you wake up one day like, a bitch tired of this. And see how I said it with that energy? A bitch tired. Damn. See, that hit differently versus a bitch tired. I can say, a bitch tired. That's all bark though. When you say it with that certain frequency, oh, the ancestors hear that. See, they waiting on you to cry out and then run to them. You run into these bitches, you run into drugs, you run into anything that's mind altering to escape the situation. Run to your ancestors. If you want a little bit of shit, all right, smoke a blunt and go meditate. Some of us do need an extra little assistance. You don't need nothing powerful like peyote, ayahuasca. Somebody could just take a little weed and you fall back into a relaxed state and do what you gotta do. But don't run from the real. When I started growing, I ain't gonna lie, like my relationship with weed has helped me heal my emotions, manage my emotions. Honestly, God. See, every person that indulges in weed don't manage their emotions, but because it's with that intention. See, key word, intention behind it. I'm not always just smoking for recreational benefit. This shit is a medicine. I wake up and smoke. You know how that smoke, damn, a nigga don't want to go to work. I don't want to go there today. They got me fucked up. Sometimes you need that extra push. A bitch be right. A bitch tired. Man, a bitch tired today, but you get that. But you're not doing it low vibrational. Every hit, you feeding yourself. Okay, I'm gonna just go in there. I'm gonna put the face on. I ain't here to be friends with these bitches. A bitch ain't gotta like me. I'm just gonna make sure I take care of feed my, you feel me? What are you feeding yourself? That's exhaustion when you keep running and then you look back like, damn, a bitch exhausted, a bitch ain't got no gas in the tank. And I ain't got to bridge the ball from the crossover. Not because you done fucked up. Because you done start cutting people off. It's good when you cut people off, because now you're getting back to being self-reliant. That's how you hoes get stronger, what you don't realize. See, the moment you were supposed to start boosting yourself up, you went back and ran away. You went back and ran in for a handout. The moment you were supposed to start boosting yourself up, hold on. I don't want this shit to die. Let's see if I can get it right. Let's see if I can get it right. Hold on. Okay, there we go. The moment you were supposed to do something about it, you ran back for the handout. But you were supposed to do the opposite. You were supposed to go that much inward. See, when you have to go that much inward, what happens is it forces you to figure it out. See, that's the thing. You hoes don't want to be forced to figure your shit out. As soon as you was forced to figure it out, you called your auntie. You was forced to figure it out, you called your best. You didn't say, fuck that, I'm finna go all the way in. Like, hold on. Oh, for sure you gonna drop that gem. Just as I'm doing the work right now and dropping these motherfucking gems. Like, see, my gems is real. You can actually cash these gems out. The difference between my gems and other people's gems is you can cash this shit out and make it make sense. But you gotta apply the pressure. I'm not on here lazily. Like, this is my time where it's my morning shit. And I don't gotta go to work till 11 at night. But I'm on here like, let me drop these messages. I'm in my energy. Like, I don't ignore when Spirit tell me some things. It's like, okay, I'm gonna tap in. Because I'm not scared. I could be on this motherfucker with just me and I'm gonna still be going live talking to the phone, nigga. Because that's how I get stronger. That's how I become a better content creator. I'm not gonna run. Oh, nobody pulled up to my live. The same with your situation though. Stop running. Run to it and not from it. You have to look at shit in your life right now as, okay, I can either go at this shit head on, or I can be the bitch that's always running. And if I pull back on you 5 years later, I bet you will be in the same situation. You won't be close to a bag at all. You won't even have shit up off the ground. Your dream and all of your aspiration will be just that, a dream and aspiration, but you ain't that much close to attaining near one. I'm saying because you have to pour into that. None of us said none of this was that it was that much easy. It gets easier as you go. The more you, I like to say mine, because you know how they mine for gold, and I figured out the energy that's in you that you don't know that you got in you. You have to mine for it. You gotta dig. You gotta get in the trenches to get it. You gotta go in the trenches. See what I'm saying? Some of us come from the trenches, right? We was born and raised in the trenches. Go within inside your internal. You got a lot of internal hurdles, and that's what's keeping a lot of y'all from your bad. You got these internal internal hurdles. These internal hurdles is holding you back because it's a roadblock. Energy can't move past the roadblock. So in that sector, in that department, the energy is doing this. It's just going. It's not flowing harmoniously in your body. You got shit that's blocking you from your goals. And until you go inward and keep 100 to process the bullshit and release it, you're not that much closer to your goal until you do that part. It's like you hoes don't want to lift up the engine and look inside. What you hoes running from? That's your vehicle. But your engine been blew out. That's why I told you earlier in the life, bitch, why you still ain't pulled over 10 miles ago? You should have been put over 10 miles ago. You should have been seen that you on some bullshit. You should have, look, a lot of you hoes been on the road for 300, 400 miles. Talking about you on a road trip, bitch, 10 miles ago, bitch, 100 miles ago. You should have been looked in the rear view like, oh, I'm on some bullshit. Let me stop. Because you really don't know where you're going. Bitch, talk about a road trip. Bitch, you on a life trip to nowhere. Why you got these bitches out here on some queen shit? Having it their way. That's why you hoes is in their comments and you hoes is mad. That's why you blocked her. That's why you don't want to like. Why you don't want to like her page? Why you don't want to like her post? She living it up. You mad because that bitch somewhere in Argentina and the water blue and she sipping a Mai Tai and her slides say Chanel on them? It's getting your bag. There's nothing wrong with the high life, right? That I got a bag. That's what we trying to attain. There's nothing. See, they're talking about demonizing and making like you're chasing the money. Well, no, dude, we need that to be compromised, motherfucker. Without this money, how can you maneuver?
We learned that a long time ago. Okay, money make this shit easy. Okay, money is how we can maneuver and have it. Okay, how can I get my seat at the table? But I think some of you probably don't want to sit at the table. Some of y'all are actually cool with being the servant. Nah, nigga. I'm not the servant. I got a seat at the table. So what are you? Are you the servant or are you the motherfucker with a seat at the table? Ask yourself that. Are you the servant or are you the one with a seat at the table? You just got your oil change? So you been looked under your hood, right? Your cooter together and all that. See what I'm saying? Hoes ain't taking on their cooter. Man. That's why no nigga want to give you no head. You ain't even putting that out there. You're not even attracting the vibration. Yo's pH balance is off. Y'all didn't think a divine masculine know about the pH balances. Yeah. So you niggas, that's why you can't eat every bitch's cooter. Don't worry, you got some musty ball sack type niggas too that ain't washed their dick in a week. If they pull their jaws down, it's gonna smell like motherfucking whiskey, urine, and sweat. Whiskey, urine, and sweat. That's a nigga that ain't washed his dick all week. I look forward to the dope news, just like I look forward to dropping these motherfucking messages on y'all, because I know that I say the real. I say the shit that these wannabe divine masculines be scared to say. A real divine masculine is not gonna filter none of the message. Brought to you by Dunkin' motherfucking Donuts. A lot of you hoes need an oil change though. Even you niggas, man. You gotta go within. You gotta go within. And that's the thing is learning. Hold up. Hold on 1 second. I put that motherfucking heater on, and what happened was it got the heater made it actually hotter, more hot than it was. More hot, you know what I'm saying? They made it like I was cold, but the heater got a nigga like, hold on. I wanted to be warm. I didn't want to perspire. Bless you. Thank you, baby. You know I appreciate my divine feminines because I'm a real king. It's big dick energy, suck your big toe energy right here. And let me roll it. Oh yeah, brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts and cereal milk. So we gonna roll up a joint. I'm still here. I'm still on the live, so you still gonna get some gems. Until Spirit say, nigga, all right, nigga, you done got it off. But right now the channel is still flowing through. So as long as the channel is still flowing through, I still got shit to say. Oil changes is amazing. Niggas need it too. But see, what gets me is the people that go around and they live in this facade. You have to get to the point to where you understand that you have the ability to create your reality. And that's a first step. A lot of people don't believe in that. I don't know why, but once you find out that it's all in the mind, you create your reality. And once you learn that, you can stay happy. It's easier to stay happy learning that you create your reality. It's so easy to stay in your happy. Of course, you gotta still protect your energy and place boundaries, because people that project, once they see that, they'll try to project to steer that energy away or to steal the energy. You know what I'm saying? To suck the energy. To get you on their lower states of vibration. Because they already woke up unhappy. They was already mad at the world. I don't know why you're in there. Yeah. See, those type of people that do that, those are vessels that's easy to get hijacked. The person that got a question, oh, you don't believe it? Okay. That's the motherfucker that the non-believer can get your shit hijacked fast. That's why you got a lot of these people that's cuckoo. You know why? Because their vessel was hijacked years ago. And that's why you see them, we all got them walking around different cities, walking aimlessly, talking to themselves and all that. Yeah, that's the reason you left. Yeah, you had to. Especially that shit. Look, you know what? As you started coming to those certain realizations, Queen Blossom, right? you starting to see that, oh yeah, this ain't it, this ain't gonna work, and this ain't adding value. Cause look, eventually that's gonna go against. Eventually, a situation would arise out of you and that nigga to where it would have went against your principles and what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Because if something happens and you're like, nah, babe, we finna sage this house, and let's say you wanted to take all your stuff outside, sage the house, redo it, move it, you lighting your incense candle. What if it's a nigga that's going against that type of energy, and every time you light a candle or incense, they emitting a certain energy that throw your frequency off. You know what I'm saying? But one of them energies, oh, this bitch lighting the candle again, walking around the house, on his breath. Like, come on, nigga. You know that's a bullshit energy, because normally it's the opposite when you start lighting the candle and changing the ambiance around your space, right? Normally it does the opposite. It infuses you with energy, it relaxes you, you feel at peace. And when you have company and somebody comes over to that energy, like it's welcoming. Oh, you got your incense going, bitch. Oh, okay, I see you, right? But when a nigga on the opposite of that, you know they on some fuckery, because an incense and candle do not give off bullshit vibes. So if a person is irritated, stewing off of that, oh yeah, you the devil. Oh yeah, nigga, you was sent by some, you was sent on some on a nefarious mission, my nigga. But you wanna accomplish that today, you can go. Bye. See. You don't need, that's the confirmation, is that you don't need the confirmation. That's the confirmation. I don't need your confirmation. Bye. Am I wrong or right? You can feel the energy, you don't got, yeah, because you don't need to hear energy. Energy ain't heard. That's the cool part about it. Now, you can hear the energy by feeling it. See how deep this shit get? Energy ain't heard, but you can hear it by feeling it. Ooh, that's deep, right? Energy ain't heard, but you can hear it by feeling it. Like, you feel my energy, so now you hear that. Oh, I hear that, nigga. Big dick energy. See, real big dick energy is divine masculine, because we move we move on a certain frequency gracefully though. But see, when y'all think of big dick energy, you think of toxic nigga. That's not the real big dick energy. Big dick energy is the nigga that opened his door for his bitch. You know what I'm saying? Big dick energy is random, ooh, I came to work and dropped lunch off on my bitch. Big dick energy is when you get off work, baby, I got the bubbles in the bath, I'm massaging you. That's big dick energy. Big dick energy is transparent in your relationship with your significant other. That's big dick energy. On top of, oh yeah, my man finna dick me down amazingly tonight. Now you hitting it on a different level. See what I'm saying? Versus the average, oh, I just had sex with my man. When you involve the spiritual, you couple that with it, oh man, your sex life gonna be on a whole nother level. Because your nigga is meeting every dot. He meeting every dot with you. He matching your energy for the T. And when something is off, y'all pulling up like, hey, we gotta communicate, baby. I don't know. Communication. And if you're not in a situation, you have to communicate with spirit. If you ain't in a situation where you probably do not have a significant other, right? Then you're your significant other. Now that means, are you communicating with spirit? Are you talking to self, nigga? Are you running? Are you pulling up? Probably communicate, bitch. Where did you go wrong today, bitch? But that's what I'm talking about. You talking to self. You see? Don't be scared to get at yourself unfiltered. Acknowledge when you on bullshit. Acknowledge when you on good shit. Acknowledge it. Heal process on to the next. And that's not even that hard. There's plenty of times where the information was ready to come down to you and download, right? Into your mental state. But there was times where you chose to do other things. You chose not to sit back with self. But now you got that time. So that when July hit, you can say, well, these first 6 months, I got X and X done because you stayed the course. See, the more you get on your short-term goals, the faster your long-term goals materialize. Because your long-term goals start becoming clear because you already jumped over the hurdles on your short-term goals. So you can't fast forward to a long-term goal and not have a short-term goal. It don't work like that. It's levels to it. I learned that it's levels. So you do have to start with a short-term goal. It is levels. But in that process of leveling up, you got your long-term goal because you start jumping over the hurdle, and then you start seeing, ooh, this shit is attainable. Ooh, I can do this shit. Now you put it back up on your vision board, like, damn, okay, a bitch making this shit happen. I'm just saying some real shit. I don't know if y'all are out there, if y'all actually believe in yourself or not. I'm just saying the real shit. Some people don't believe in themselves. But if you're a bitch that do believe in yourself and you do have higher goals, then pull up. Pull up to your vision board. If you don't have a physical vision board, your vision board should be this. What are you painting on your canvas every day? I told you, you're the author of your reality, right? You create your reality. So what are you painting on your canvas every day? What is your canvas? What is being painted on your canvas every day? Do you wake up with a blank canvas every day? Or do you wake up with shit to paint? Do you wake up with a blank canvas or do you wake up with something to paint? What motivates a bitch to keep going? When you tired and down on your last little energy and you standing on one leg, what motivates you? What do you feed yourself spiritually to push you to find that reserve energy that's already in you to keep going and get to the bag? What is it? Is it something from your past? Is it a personal experiences? Is it the current state you in frequency-wise? Like, what is something? See, you have to get that nitty-gritty with yourself. It can't just be me trying to drop a gem on you for you can access some of these, so you can access some of these frequencies of consciousness. You also have to challenge yourself too. You gotta get deep with self too. I got this knowledge and information because I started going deep with self. I was cool with just the regular, like, nah, I don't think I'm just here to go to your job and make you rich. I don't think it works like that. So I'll tap in with self. That caramel craze from Dunkin' Donuts hits differently. It's always facts when you 100. Big facts, like the podcast, big facts. Hold on. We back in this bitch in full effect. I'm back, Jack. Nah, but I'm glad that I was able to actually drop this shit on y'all like how I dropped it on here, because I know that everything that I was on this morning was real life situation. It was things that needed to be said. There's things that motherfuckers need to do. And only you're hindering where you at. You said my 3 times what? 3 times the podcast? What I say 3 times? And yes, stay on it. I downloaded Anchor because you dropped the gem on me. I think I got like 3 episodes on there, you know. Just the more it's about energy. The more you pour into that, you're only gonna get what you put in. You're gonna get out what you put in. Think about it. The more energy you channel to your Anchor, your podcast, the more it's gonna be brought to you, the more it's gonna be revealed. Oh yeah, of course, cause you already know that's the vibe I'm on. My shit gonna manifest. It will. I already have a podcast. See, you gotta change your language. Watch what you say. Spelling. Yeah, it starts with content, you know. That's why I was saying this the other day. I don't want to bottle myself, my brand. I don't want to bottle myself in one lane or one niche, because then you get to that point where you run out of content, right? That happens. You got to keep it 100. It happens. You got to look. There's only so much more you can, right? But when you keep your shit broad, also, so you go to the App Store and download. It's called Anchor. The regular way you spell it, ANCHOR. And then just download it and then go from there. It gives you the ability to drop you can do a podcast. And first, for me, I look at Anchor as it's the prerequisite before you blow all the way up. Because the more you drop on Anchor, the more you get comfortable, the more you start letting your personality flourish. You know what I'm saying? The more you starts getting revealed to your spirit according to where you're going at in your lane, right? You get these downloads from whatever the source is. But you start to get, the more you put, basically the more energy you put in it, the more you start to see your vision and how you want your shit to go. And from the good results, right? Couple that with good results and the energy, you start wanting to do more for your shit. Now you leveling up because now you're like, okay, a bitch gotta do this, I gotta do that, you know what I'm saying? I did that for a minute, and that's what made me grow, is getting myself out of a box. Like, I'm not just one lane. Like, of course, I'm spiritual, but I'm not just a nigga that's in the spiritual lane. You get what I'm trying to say? Because even that for me is like, okay, you're spiritual lane, but you know what I'm saying? What's your brand with it? Are you the nigga that's just like, damn, hold on, man, I hate when this phone does that weird ass shit. Stop calling. You see, his lane is spiritual, but you know what I'm saying? But his sauce, what? He invites other guests that's leveling up, other guests that got the knowledge. He invites different guests in the lane of spirituality, and they all have different things to add value to the whole spiritual community as a whole. You feel me? So with his lane, like I said, oh, okay, you figured it out to play. Like, your channel is spiritual, but it ain't always gotta be you dropping the gem or the knowledge. You found the lane. You built your brand around your name first, and then you attracted that vibration of other spiritual people was willing to pull up because they know you had a platform. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's equally yoked. Like, okay, we all can eat. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody eating. You get what I'm saying? It's been time for season 3. See, I started this live by saying there ain't no excuses. That's the whole purpose of this live. We complain and gripe about a lot of shit, but it's like, what are we doing to change the situation? That's the cold part. Even if it's over time, I'll be trying to get people to see that. Like I've been saying, it's not like this. I get it. I used to want this. I think a lot of times what slowed my shit down is because I was looking for this. I was specifically wanting instantaneous bag, but I wanted to lack the process. Now I'm on a different frequency. I get it. Oh, it's a process to this shit. See, the internet got you hoes thinking it's like this. You scroll the timeline and see a bitch on, and you think, no, some people actually grinded for a minute. I told you the story, $1 million worth of game podcast with Gillian Wallow. He said he started that back in 2012. He started that in 2012, but his shit didn't start taking off pre-pandemic. $1 million worth of game podcast with Gilly the King and Wallow didn't start cracking until like late 18, early 19. And he admitted it himself. So if you do the math, right? Look how many, just do the math with me. From 2012, let's round it out. Let's say 2019. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And it probably, I think really you count from you, let's say 11. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's 12 years. Let's just say to round it up. It took Gilly the King, because, you know, he was doing it before his cousin got out of prison. It took him 10 to 12 years to manifest the bag he got now. I'm pretty sure he had plenty of moments where he probably was like, I'm gonna give up on this podcast shit. So he was doing it before podcasting was a thing. But he's getting rewarded for the energy he put into it. That's a real life receipt, because everybody know who Gilly the King is. Gilly and Wallow, they popping, they booming. They got sponsorship by, what's that, Amsterdam Bach. If you pull up on their shit on YouTube, they always give you the ad. They own. They get into a bag. But I'm trying to see what I'm saying? Gilly could have stopped that shit years ago. Like, nah, I don't believe in this. He believed in what he was doing. It took him 10 to 12. Now he got a bag. So no, it ain't always gonna be in 3 years you're gonna get the bag. What I'm saying, I'm not putting a timestamp on your shit. I'm just so that you can keep pushing hard. so that you know, okay, I might not be the bitch that be the overnight success, but I'm gonna be a success. You might not be an overnight, no. Everybody don't want to be an overnight. Some motherfuckers actually believe and trust in the motherfucking process. Because really, it's levels to this shit. You grow more. You learn more shit. There's so many hidden gems out here in this spiritual world. Certain different spiritual hacks to level up that we didn't know about. But some of us, it just requires to work. And some of us, you got to have a boo-boo or two. Yeah, you're going to fuck up or two so you can pull back up on them. Like, oh, I fucked up. But now you're looking at it from a different lens. You're like, hold on, okay. This time I'm going to come at it like this. You know how you got to stand back and look? That's like when you playing pool. You know how you playing pool? But you're like, you got a difficult hit. You stepping back, you looking at that motherfucker, like, how I'ma come? Oh, let me see. You closing one eye. Look, you squinting one eye. Like, maybe I'm a... Same way with your life. You got to step back and assess the motherfucking situation. Y'all didn't want that this morning. Y'all wanted me to just tell y'all... Y'all wanted me to just tell y'all whatever. But I'm telling you the real. Definitely I had to sit myself down and, yeah, analyze the way you've been moving. Shit. Queen Blossom, do you analyze the way you move? Do you tap in with yourself? Are you that 100 with you, Queen Blossom? Because you got some ancestors that's tapped in. Your ancestors love you. Your ancestors believe in you. And around you every day, they talk to you every day, whether you know it or not. Fucking up is a part of the growth part of this shit. The ability to be transparent is what's gonna make you grow. Because you was able to say, I fucked up. You know how hard it is for some people to just say, damn, I fucked up. It takes a bitch to put her big girl drawers on. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a grown up. A bitch gotta put her big panties on to be a stand up bitch. Like, I fucked up. I'm the bitch that fucked up today. That requires an ability to allow yourself to be vulnerable, though. My nephew. What's up, nephew? My nephew. Yeah, perfection is a lie, my nigga. Only thing you can do is work on your vessel, work on you. Keep elevating. That's it. Fuck striving for perfection. Strive to just be a better bitch every day. That's it. So you got to change the language. You have to take the power back. You got to change the language. Take these spells up off you. It's spelling. The English diction is the most lowest form of vibration. That's why shit hit differently when you start talking in other tongues and other dialects. That's when this shit hit different. The strongest, that's why they stopped using Latin. Latin is one of the highest forms of language. The vibration on Latin, my nigga, that's why it hit differently. When motherfuckers try to do an S on you, and they doing it in another language, why you think it has more power than a motherfucker trying to put an S on you using English? That don't mean you try to S-P-E-L-L on the nigga, but you're using English. Get your ass out of here. Like, you're not that much experienced. You must not be an S-caster. You must not be an experienced S-caster. It didn't work today. I'm too guarded up spiritually. See you later, bye. We tapped in over here. Try again. Try again. I got my life. I seen you trying. Tried to knock me off my horse. You tried to infiltrate my mental state. Make me feel unworthy and shit. You tried to make me indulge in certain shits. To throw me off. It don't work. We tapped in over here. See, you got energy. You got to stay on that. See how I'm here? I'm tapped in. That's how you move about this bitch. Now I know they say be humble, but sometimes you can humble shit. Sometimes you gotta be stone cold with this shit. Just to protect your motherfucking energy. Sometimes being humble is being stone cold with your energy to let a motherfucker know you're not for the bullshit. Not today. It's 2023 and I guarantee you, you got a bag to get. It's a house somewhere with your name on it. It's a Benz out there with your name on it. It's a trip to Cabo St. Lucas with your name on it. Right? There's some new furniture for your house with your name on it. Right? There's some properties out there that you can invest in that's going to be recurring turn of money. Recurring return on that investment with your name on it. I'm telling you. With your name on it. You gotta know these things. I'm just here to lace y'all up, to tell y'all the real. Yes, it's the morning I decided to be transparent as fuck and be 100. Cause y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve real energy. Deserve a real motherfucking message. You feel me? I bought this candle yesterday, look. And it was only $5, but it's actually a good scent. Notes of neroli, clove, pink slush, tuberose, jasmine bud, and sandalwood. It's called Enchanting Tuberose. A1. See, when I get my incense, my candles, I let spirit pick them. I just let whatever I'm led to, scent wise. But you gotta learn your scents too. So a lot of zodiac signs is different. You have to learn yourself to know what's the scents that you're trying. You know, some people like floral scents. Some people like more stronger type of, you know what I'm saying? Type of scents. Yeah, you were supposed to send that like 2 years ago. I'm fucking with you. For sure you do. I'm telling you, I promote your brand, my nigga. Like, I'm fuck with you. You know, that's why I was saying earlier in the live, like, I commend what you're doing. Other bitches need to get on that wave. You got these hoes making excuses for themselves. All they doing is going to work and think they really doing something. But you only going to work because you got to pay your rent. If these hoes didn't have to pay their rent, they wouldn't even be going to work. See what I'm saying? So then they let you know, like, well, what are you alive for? What are you doing? You just breathing, that's it? I got you, baby. You feel me? It's starting to be like these bitches is in the way. Not of me, not of you. They in the way of their motherfucking self. It's like, how can you not question how you moving? Why you ain't thought about this year on a deeper state of frequency? Like, why? Why are you allowing every year to be the same shit? Like, why? When are you gonna say, you know, I'm finna experience life? I wanna have me somebody's motherfucker. Like, do you just want a slice of pie, or do you want the whole pie? Like, are you cool with a little piece of it, or do you want the whole pie? What you gonna do to bake the whole pie, baby? What are you gonna do to attain the whole pie and not just a piece? Because see, when you get the whole pie, then you can start focusing on other shit. While the other pie gonna make another pie and another pie gonna be made. See, when you get the whole pie, now you ain't gotta worry about it no more. Other pie is gonna be constantly made while you're doing X, Y, and Z. So the bag, basically that's an analogy. The bag's still gonna be coming in. Get the bag first, and then start watering other places. You get that bag and start watering other parts of the garden, my nigga. All this shit starts to blossom. Shit starts to flourish. And that's the thing about sacrifice. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice the direction of the energy for the furtherance of your play, of your goal. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice the direction of where your energy going for the furtherance of your goal, of your plan, for the furtherance to get in the bag, to put your hand deep in that motherfucker. But when we talk about sacrifice, what are you really sacrificing for the bag? It can be time and energy, because when you get off work, you don't do shit but go to sleep. So it can't be that. Because that's sacrifice. Being tired from work but still pouring into yourself, that's sacrifice. You just sacrificed some sleep that you could have been getting, but you say, a bitch got to be up because I got shit to do. No, but see, y'all ain't there yet. Y'all still making excuses on why you need to go straight to sleep. So you ain't even cracked the code yet. So keep complaining about how your life is going in the direction of it. Keep complaining and not being a doer. So you talk, but where's the action? We want to see verbs. You can verbalize a lot of that shit, but how does it turn into action? How does that verbalization turn into real motion, where you really putting shit in motion? You ain't even wrote your game down. You ain't even wrote your game plan down yet. You gotta get the real. I appreciate you, baby. Likewise. I'm just a divine masculine. That's it. So I'm just tapped into the real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a real nigga. But I appreciate you, and I'm going to DM my addy for sure. For real. You see, it's a lot of y'all with infinite possibilities to be great, but you show-stop yourself, and that's the thing. I'm here to tell you, stop show-stopping yourself. Stop show-stopping your glory, my nigga. There's infinite possibilities in the realities, in the galaxies, because it's infinite space. So that means you have infinite opportunities to get a bag. You have infinite opportunities to challenge yourself. You have infinite opportunities to change your life exponentially. The big part of it, but what are you doing to get to that, to attain that, to retain that? Because when you get it, you want to retain it. That means you hear me dropping these gems, but are you retaining the information? Is it locking in your psyche so that you can apply that pressure in your day-to-day walk? Or are you the bitch that constantly makes excuses for when you on your bullshit? I'll wait. I'm blowing on cereal milk, by the way. I'm a bougie weed smoker. What's up? Are you doing enough? And if you're not doing enough, say, I am not doing enough. I, blank, whatever your name is not doing enough. That's the start. Because now you're going to open the door of possibilities. See what I'm saying? Procrastination is the ultimate bag stopper. Procrastination is the ultimate bag stopper. See what I'm saying? That move opens up more infinite possibilities. That's the thing where they lied to y'all about. They didn't tell you that it was infinite realities. The infinite possibilities is basically infinite realities. Because in one reality, what? Oh, I'm just slaving at work and the bitch ain't really doing what I want to do. But in another reality, it's a bitch got a bag, a bitch traveling and having it her way, a bitch kids going to private school, and you got university money for your kids to go to college and shit like that, right? And you own a couple of apartments, and you got a couple internet businesses. That's another reality. It's infinite realities. It's like how do you tap in and materialize the reality? How did reality go from this how you see it up here to like this shit real? Start like she just said, she wasn't doing enough. Now she made the change. That change is gonna start opening up other avenues. See, because it's different roadways. She just got over one roadblock. She was procrastination. She just got over another roadblock. Dealing with a bullshit fuck guy. He was with a fuck nigga. Got the fuck nigga. Cut the cord to that. Now that doesn't drain energy. You wasn't paying your bill, my nigga. I had to cut your electric off. You didn't keep a light on in this motherfucker. You kept a bitch with a headache. I had to cut your source of energy up. Bye, see you later, right? You did that part. Now, since you did that and made the move for you and your kids, you see what it does? You gotta look spiritual. Take these eyes, take the glasses off. I need you to look with the spiritual eye. Now you see in a different play because you made the move. See what I'm trying to say? So what happens is now you made that move, and let's say you're driving on the road. Now you start seeing now your directions is changing. As you're driving and you're cruising, you start seeing different routes you can take. At first, you couldn't see a different route. You thought that was the only route. You thought the only route, the way to get it was that route. Now you made the change, you're moving, you and your kids are safe. You're seeing a whole nother route. You're like, oh shit, that bitch can take this route. This will get me to the 93 to get me here. See what I'm saying? I'm speaking esoterically. Tap in. You feel me? It starts with that. But a lot of motherfuckers don't understand that shit, so they be stuck on silly. And then the ego likes comfortability. So stop allowing your ego to drive your vessel. Stop allowing your ego to control the way you move. Because that would definitely hinder the bag and where you're trying to be in life. If you just being moved by ego, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no control of your vessel. Ego don't really want you to change. It's comfortable where it's at. It's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, bitch. You been broken. You been broken down. That's why you kept entertaining the bullshit. Now you're no longer needing of that energy. You cut the plug off. What are you going to do? And where are you going to go? These are some things you need to be questioning yourself about. These are some things you need to be asking yourself. So that you make this shit make sense. It can't make sense to a lot of these people because they're not trying to make it make sense. So they're mad. So how you mad, my niggas? You didn't make it make sense. That's your fault. You just want to be in a space of I'm going to make this shit make sense. By all means. By all means. Just like me, right? I used to have these lives like this and then never save them. I stopped saving them, deleting them. Now, I upload them, whether I can save it on my phone or screen record my own shit, and then I upload it to other platforms. Because somewhere down the line, the message is going to be, the message is going to be heard. If I didn't believe in myself, I would, see, this is the opposite of what I'm preaching, right? Me not uploading any of my lives and deleting them. Then I got to ask myself, what was the fear of not saving my life? Who are you scared of that's going to see the message or not? Or not, it's the word I'm looking for. You know, people that's not going to vibe with the message, it's another word. You know, I got the, you know, my vernacular is amazing, but I was trying to think of a certain word. But, you know, it's either you get it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? But me moving and putting this shit out here, and then believing in myself, saying, hey, nigga, upload it here, then send it here, different platforms. I got a lot of different platforms on, but everybody need to hear the message. But see, if I don't believe in myself, I'll be the opposite. It'll just go live here and then delete them. But what does that do? What good did that do? That doesn't hone in on what I'm on. It doesn't water what I'm doing. Watering what I'm doing is, hey, all right, I went live. Let me find the title. Let me crop the video, or what I want to be the cover video. See, if you're a podcaster or if you're trying to have an internet presence, period, whatever your content is, this is how you gotta start. You gotta start at the bottom. You can't be afraid to upload some shit when you in your bag, cause you in your bag. So, you know, people need to see you at your good time and your worst time. That's how it goes. Oh, today you still had eye bookers in your eyes. Okay, upload that motherfucker. It's unreal, because then people gonna say, damn, we ain't never caught this bitch slipping. She always upload when she's immaculate. What about when you just woke up, you ain't had your coffee yet, your breath still kicking like jujitsu, but you got a message to get across. You still gonna go live, right? Well, drop your video. Drop your video. See what pans out. Just like the nigga that's digging for gold, then they put it in the pan, and they're trying to separate it to see what pans out. Throw it out there. See what stick on the wall. See what stick. Throw 100 things at the wall, but see what stick. See what makes sense. See, for content creators, this is how you come up with a sauce and find your formula. You have to throw certain ingredients at the wall. You can't be scared to take no risk to go out on a limb for your bag. Because if you don't, then you never believed in your bag. You never believed in your play. If you don't do that, you never believed in your vision. You didn't believe in your play. That's going to slow down your manifestation. See, in so many ways, you gotta have the energy of not giving two fucks and just do what you do. That hits differently, right? In certain parts, you have to have energy of, you know what? I'm not gonna give two fucks. I'm just gonna do what the fuck I do. Sometimes that's what this shit requires. It's not giving two fucks, just doing what you do. Hey, it's cool, but today I'm not gonna give two fucks. I'm just gonna do me. And see what works, see how this shit move. I'm gonna easily upload this video and then I'm gonna upload it to my motherfucking YouTube. I'm gonna just see what it do. Whatever download I get that says this is what you gonna title your shit, or this is what you gonna put at the cover, or crop it at this, then that's what I'm gonna do. Other than that, it either do numbers or it don't. You only keep going to get the bag. You only keep prospering. You don't stop at one. You don't stop at the first light you meet. You said you was going on a run, and the first stop like, damn, you know, oh, bitch tired. No, it don't work like that. That's not how you're gonna manifest and make the shit materialize. You gotta keep at this.